Hey beauties, this is definitely a tutorial that's been requested so many freaking times. I cannot tell you how many people think I have perfect skin, and they all want to know how I do my concealer and my foundation, so this will show you how. Stay tuned, it's really easy. I hope you like it, and yeah, that's it. Bye. Now, my main problems are usually in the cheek area. I do have blemishes here, and some like in this area. And I do have like acne scarring, and there's obviously redness in my face. So I do like to cover those up. It's not as bad. I mean, I could probably just go with some powder and concealer, but yeah. I like full coverage, so it looks like my skin's flawless to begin with. So generally you want to start with a moisturizer. So this is what I use. This is Clean & Clear's Dual Action Moisturizer. And what you want to do is just take a pump of it. It's good to get moisturizers that are in pump forms because usually just one pump of it is all you need for your entire face. I'll show you right now. Just that much. See? And I just rub my fingers together like so. My hands are clean, by the way. I washed them before the tutorial. And now I just rub it all over my hands. And now I'm going to start in the middle like that. Get it on my chin. And then on my cheeks. And spread it out. I'm doing it all gentle on camera, but most of the time I'm like, and I don't really care. But yeah, I washed off my makeup just for this tutorial because you guys are like, where are you? Do a tutorial, what? And I was like, fine, I'll do one. So there's that. And that's pretty much it. This is like a headband for my hair. And I use this so that my hair doesn't get into my face when I'm doing my makeup. So I just put it on the tightest setting. I'm going to look goofy here for a minute. And I pull this over my head when I'm doing it. And then I'll just tie it up so it doesn't piss me off. And that's pretty much it. And now I have a clean face ready for foundation. And I just have like a little bit of my hairline peeking out around the side so I can blend it in perfectly. After you let your moisturizer sink in, it should take about 10 to 15 minutes. I usually busy myself by lotioning up the rest of my body or blow drying my hair if it's not dry yet. You just take your favorite primer. I use MAC's Prep and Prime. It's for your skin. And then I just apply one pump to my skin. Looks like that. Sometimes I do 1.5 pumps, but one is really all you need. And I just rub the tips of my fingers together like that. And then I just swipe down the center of my nose, across my forehead, down my chin with this hand, and then on my cheeks I swipe down here and swipe down there. And then I blend outward like this. And this is just to ensure that I cover all of the spots I want. Mostly I concentrate on my T-zone and my nose because that's where I get the oilies. And then over my cheeks I have larger pores, like right in this area. So I like to cover that with my primer. And then I go down the sides of my face where I have some acne scarring and I want to cover that up. And what the primer does is it helps to seal your makeup onto your face. It protects it so that it lasts a little longer. It keeps it to stick. Lets it stick. And it also fills in your pores just slightly because it's made out of it's like a silica based primer, the MAC one. So you don't have as many bumps. It improves the texture of your skin, just slightly. I mean, it's not that obvious, but it's enough for me, God. Next, you're gonna take a green concealer. I use Physicians Formula. It just comes like this. Super cheap, you can get this from like Target or at drugstores. And it just has this little green concealer, and I just swipe this on my face, on wherever my blemishes are, wherever I get red spots, like around my nose, like here, and then across my chin. On the sides of my face. I'm pretty like red all over, to be honest. And I use a lot of this, because it just counteracts the red in your face and makes you look perfect underneath. And I don't really take the time to blend it in. I just go straight into my foundation. And I'm using MAC Studio Fix Fluid. So shake it up so the formula gets all nice. And then I just put one pump on the back of my hand and that's it. And then I just wipe off the rest like that. See how there's that much on the back of my hand? I take my 187 brush. It's nice and clean. I clean it after every use because I'm really tripping about breakouts. I don't want to break out. So, and then I'll show you up close. I just start to dip the edges of my brush around, and I'm basically dotting this onto the back of my hand, which is my palette, and just tapping the tips of the white bristles into the foundation. You can see how I've spread it around there. That's my palette now, and how it's on the tip of my brush. And what I do from here is I'll dot it onto my cheeks like so. There's a lot of foundation on this brush right now. So that while it looks like I'm not really like spreading it around, believe me, I am. I'm gonna just dot it over my nose. Here, over the mouth. And then I'll begin to buff it in like this. This motion will also blend in your green concealer. That's why I don't take the time to blend it in, because I'm doing it right now. Now I'm just working it in. And I'm only using the tips of the bristles, so I'm just using the white part. I'm not touching my face with the black end. A lot of people have complained that their brushes are shedding, and while they do that at first, typically they will stop if you're not being extra hard on your brush. This is too hard, which is what I've seen people do, and that's not right. And I just buff it in like that. And I keep my hand like this, just in case. And then now, if I need extra coverage, because sometimes I can still see the redness through my skin and I don't like it. So if that ever happens, then I still have tons extra on here. I'm going to use the rest of it to show you guys what's going on. And I'll just go like this, pick up some more, and then just dot it onto the areas where I need that extra coverage. Going like this will stretch your skin just a little bit, so you get a smoother canvas to apply the foundation on. But it's whatever you're comfortable with. I mean, this is just what I do. If I have extra spots I want to cover, I will go in with a 194 brush. This is also by MAC. It's just a little concealer brush. And I'll just take whatever's left on my hand, because I still have a bunch on here, and I'll just swipe a little bit onto my brush and then spot conceal where I need to. Like here and there. And I'll just dab it like that and spread it around because it's the same color as my foundation. I don't like to start with too much foundation to begin with, because I can always go back and cover up those extra spots. Because I mean, why are you going to put tons and tons and tons of foundation on the parts of your skin that don't even need coverage? You know what I'm saying? Like, my forehead's fine except for maybe 1 or 2 blemishes, and you can just go back in later on and add more coverage specifically to those spots with your foundation. So, and if I still see a little redness, I go back in with my Studio Finish Concealer, and this is also by MAC. This has an SPF of 35, so just pop it open, and it's just like a MAC eyeshadow. It's the same size. And you can either use your 190 brush or just any generic foundation brush. So what I do is I swipe this brush, just the tip of the bristles, into my concealer, and I go back over the areas that need more coverage. And that's pretty much it in terms of how I do my foundation and concealer. And that's just basically how I apply my powder or my foundation and my concealer. And that's all I really do. It's nothing special. And that's it. Now I have nice, beautiful skin, and from here this is the canvas that you go on to apply your blushes and your powders and your contouring powder, and I hope a lot of you guys benefited from this tutorial. So if you like this tutorial, be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and if you have any requests, go ahead and let me know. I hope you like it, and that's it. I'll see you guys later when I have more time. Bye!